On the 16th of December, former Melaka Chief Minister Abdul Rahim Thamby Chik submitted his resignation, quoting that UMNO has yet to recover under the leadership of President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. In the same week, a major exodus had crippled Sabah UMNO after 9 of its 10 assemblymen, 5 of its 6 MPs and 2 senators left the party. Amongst those who made an early departure are Datuk Dr. Noor Ghazali in June, Mustapa, Mohamed and Anifah Aman in September, and the 5 Sabah MPs in December. Barisan Nasional's defeat in GE14 came out as a surprising blow for UMNO. During this time, BN finds it hard to adjust themselves as the opposition after ruling the country for 60 years. Not knowing what will be the fate of UMNO, politicians, especially the top leaders of the party, made their concerns known to the public in hopes to retain the dignity of UMNO. As seen in the top issues chart, former Premier Najib Razak had expressed his disappointment towards the ex-UMNOs for jumping parties. In Lupa Jasa Parti dan Akar Umbi, Najib had appealed to all party members to stay calm and not make any rash decisions. He had also reminded the party members to not forget what UMNO had given them all this time. UMNO President Zahid Hamidi also shared the same sentiment as Najib in defending the party. Party leaders and members to not defect looks at Zahid calling on the party hoppers, urging them to not defect just to spare themselves from being investigated. While many had asked him to step down as the president of UMNO, we see Zahid defending himself in Ahmad Zahid Mahu Ahli Tentukan Nasib and Kerjasama UMNO PAS, saying he will not step aside unless Perhimpunan Agung UMNO wants him to. However, on December 18, Zahid has handed over his duties as the party president to his deputy Datuk Sri Muhammad Hassan. While Najib and Zahid are defending the party, former youth chief of UMNO, Khairi Jamaluddin, chose to play attack by pointing towards Zahid for failing to steer the party towards the better. In Zahid berundur and melepaskan jawatan, the Rembau MP strongly calling Zahid to step down as the president of UMNO. Assessing the jumping ship trend in the UMNO PPBM ecosystem, we can see that there is a difference of opinions amongst the parties under the Pakatan Harapan coalition. In Amanah welcomes ex-UMNO MPs, the party has said that they are ready to accept any Sabah UMNO MPs who left recently. Meanwhile, PKR and DAP strongly opposed in accepting ex-UMNO politicians into PH, and this can be seen in Johor PKR and DAP chairman respectively. Whereas Warisan requested PPBM to keep their promise in not intervening in Sabah political matters. This is because it is most likely for the ex-UMNO Sabah member to join PPBM in the near future. The politicians who left UMNO have a common reason for their departure. The party no longer hold its original intention of serving the Malays. Some even voiced out their dissatisfaction towards the current leadership of UMNO, targeting at Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. On the PPBM side, its top leadership seems to be opening their doors for UMNO defectors. PPBM Chairman Tun Dr. Mohamed said the practiced democracy allow politicians to switch parties, but he also said that PPBM will only accept members who did not commit any wrongdoing in the past. PPBM President Muhyiddin Yassin supported Tun Dr. Mahathir, saying that the party will not reject membership applications based on their past affiliations. In Twitter, the network of the topic UMNO can be divided into several clusters. Prominently, there are Green Cluster and Purple Cluster. Both of them have about the same size of network. Majority of the accounts in the Green Cluster are opposing the idea of accepting former UMNO members into Pakatan Harapan. The influencers in this group are mostly consist of notable Twitter accounts that are inclined towards Pakatan Harapan, such as Kuasa Siswa, Haji Mat 5, Miao Phone, Adrian Lim Chi En, and Shah Rizan. The only politician account that served as an influencer in this group is Rafizi Ramli. Meanwhile, the influencers in the Purple Cluster are made up of UMNO members such as Najib Razak, Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, Ahmad Maslan, and Anwar Musa. These UMNO politicians are the ones who have been perceived to remain in their party. On the other hand, Khairi Jamaluddin formed his own cluster, which is the Blue Cluster. He seems to be dissociating himself from the other UMNO members. Despite being a small group in the whole network, Khairi is positioning himself in the middle, distancing himself from both Pakatan Harapan and UMNO groups. Since UMNO defeat in GE14, numerous MPs and state lawmakers had made their exit from the party, and this number is predicted to rise, adding salt in the wounds of a once powerful party. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad once said that Pakatan Harapan would only accept clean MPs from the opposition into their coalition, and that not everyone are accepted into UMNO unless they are free of any wrongdoing. As we can see from the current trend, more ex-UMNO members will be joining PPBM and Warisan in the near future.